What is up, old school RuneScape fans? It's your boy Ojamba Garrett's back with another episode of Fresh Start. And before I start, I just want to say I want to reiterate for the new people coming into my channel what this channel is about. This channel is about helping the player base who tend to be free to play players or players who just get this game and they don't want to invest money getting a membership, buying bonds, and learning Chambers of Xeric in their first 3 days of playing the game, and 2-tick fly fishing into all this other stuff that is like super popularized. They don't want to make a 99 strength bone claw pure so they can go try to kill Oda Block in a death match for 600 million. So yeah, my content is for a very specific niche of people, and they are, if you're a brand new player and you don't know what to do, and that's what the Fresh Start series is about. So go all the way back. Again, this is episode like 27, 28, whatever. Okay, I feel like this is very clear from the types of comments I've been getting from a few people of an overwhelmingly positive support for most of the people. I just kind of wanted to like reiterate it, this far down the path here, because I've been getting some comments that are just pretty annoying at this point. Like, they used to hurt my feelings, but now they're just annoying. And I'm going to backload my favorite commenter so far. And well, let me first say then, before I get there, before we hop right into the Fresh Start, there's a difference between feedback and criticism to help people grow, and then talking shit, which is what most of the people who leave feedback and criticism are doing. They're hiding talking shit behind positivity, bro. We're trying to help you, bro. We're trying to, help the player out. This sucks, bro, and you're not the best, and da 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 da. You're wasting people's time, blah 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 blah. So we're just trying to help you, bro. We're not talking shit. And that's super hyperbole. Sorry, I try not to use language that most people. I try to speak as commonly as possible so that I don't like come off as pompous or like up my own ass or anything like that. And I know, I'm sure I'm coming off that way now, but I'm just saying. Okay, so let's just hop right into it. Let me get the Fresh Start episode away, and then I'll rebuttal some guy I want to rebuttal, because that's what I'm gonna do now. Because like personally now I'm kind of like I don't care about retention metas. I don't care about doing the things the way that everybody else do them. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna keep fucking doing whatever the fuck I want, because fuck you. That's why. Um, And like, again, to reiterate one more time, not fuck you to the people I'm trying to like make this content for, brand new free to play players who aren't sure how to make money or aren't sure to like, whatever. There's a lot of different ways to make money that don't require you to become a professional RuneScape player and play this game 16 hours a day. There's other ways to make money, and especially free to play players, how to get you out of free to play if you want to move into members without having to spend money on it. I completely understand that position too. And my strategies here for Fresh Start is one of the ways for you to utilize that. And then part of the process has been showcasing simple methods to learn the base skills to become a multi-scaper. The methods I've been teaching are not an end-all be-all to multi-scape or what is the most efficient. And this is why, like I said, it's annoying. And I want to say this with love. I want to say this with love to people, because like I care about you and I want to have conversations with you in the comments down below, but we can get to that later. Again, I know I just said I said I'm going to get to Fresh Start. Let's jump into Fresh Start. I wrote notes. I got some feedback. I kind of script, but you can't really see that because of my my ad. But I wrote notes. I'm going to try to script. This is a rough script to try to keep the pacing. You know what I mean? So I am trying to apply some of the feedback you guys have been giving me, and I really appreciate the feedback you guys give me, because again, I want to make content to help people, and I want to make content for you. Blah 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 blah. You all know what I say. But yeah, so Fresh Start. Got about I don't have my 20 accounts up because I didn't want to lag my computer out again, because it seems to be, I think when my audio gets borked, I think that happens because I'll have 20 accounts open, and then like my media encoder or something like that, and then it kind of like it chops up my audio. Anyway, so the accounts, I redid them. They're growing all pretty nicely. As you can see, we got like a 1.93 mil here, 1.5 mil, 1.92, 1.68, 1.88, 1.87, etc. There's 20, or that's just 6 of the 40 I have trading actively right now. But I wrote down what the other 20 accounts, they are up to 12.6 million net worth, starting from 500K each. Or was it 500? No, it was a random amount. Anyway, who cares? And then this set of accounts are at 36 million. So then when I pull up my notepad here, And that was just today because yesterday I did another one, but I didn't do a fresh start for yesterday because I just figured I'd catch back up to the live, so that when I give you guys the weather forecast, the Rune weather forecast, you guys can I can kind of give you a live feed because it was I feel like if I'm a day behind, it's not doing you any good. You know what I mean? Like anyway, so yeah. Um, so right, yesterday I went from 17 to 18, July 17th to July 18th, I went from, I don't remember, 42.8 mil here on July 17th to 45.373 mil July 18th. So that was a 2.5 mil. It was a little slow, but I think what's been kind of happening too is we're going to see little fluctuations in the profit because I think the volume is really slowing down because a lot of it I feel like is the Dead Man Mode tournament. I forgot that when my buddy just messaged me and asked me why I didn't, because I participated in every Dead Man Mode and I've always done like quest gear swapping and stuff, or like I'd work for other people. I would like, hey, do you want me to get you all the items for Desert Treasure? Hey, do you want me to try to rush Seared Omen Brews for you? You know what I mean? I would kind of play support for a bunch of people and then use that to make money. Because like one of the ways you can make money, so I'll say this real quick. Oh, I did make a note of it. I don't know if it's really worth anybody's time to play right now. If you remember and you watch my videos, if you're intending to swap money, unless you have like a really good strategy right now, because from what I heard from my buddy, he says it's only been 12 hours and the average swap rate is 1 to 20, which sounds good, but that's very difficult to get GP in Dead Man Mode, especially with like PKers like Oda Black running around, Torvesta, I'm sure like Bodhi and everybody is going to be running around doing everything. So it becomes, and you got their clans supporting them too. There's a lot of people just like, it's Dead Man Mode. So unless you have like a really good strategy, like from the get, you've been planning it, and you can kind of like, you had something pre-planned. I think it's a little bit too late for us because like the main method, and I should have said this in earlier episodes if I was going to try to get you guys ready, is to like what I would do is if you've never played Dead Man Mode before and you want to make a quick buck doing it, hop onto the server. So remember this maybe for the next tournament in case anybody so people can people watching whatever, maybe if you remember this for the next start, hop on, get right to the do that start I said, right, or not what I said, but other people said to do. Go right to the Stronghold of Security, follow the pack, get that 10K, run your ass to the GE, get it there, and then swap it for like 1 to 100 or whatever. Because the swap rates for the first like half an hour of the game are the highest in Dead Man Mode, and like you can make it's like high. It's a super high return on investment. So like let's say like 10K, 10K times 100. Oh no, it would be a lot higher than that. Sorry, it'd be like 1,000 or something like that. I'm pretty sure you could sell, because I've had players pay me like 15 mil for like a Desert Treasure item rush, like quest packs, like you know what I mean, and they pay me like multiple mils per quest. So like the first 10K in the first, especially if you pre-order it, like talk to players who play. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how you can get it, but I know there's massive swap rates that you can pre-sell and then have that set up, get into the game, give the 10K away, go back about your business or whatever like that. Or even if 1 mil is good for you, I mean, like, what is that, like 3 minutes, so it's not that bad. Even 1 mil, I don't know, whatever. Just as a little thought. It's fun. I love Dead Man Mode because of the excitement that it adds to the RuneScape economy, but like whatever. Let's just move on. That's about what I had there. So I'll cross that off. Boom. So what's next for fresh start? Oh yeah, we were talking about the money. Right. So I made 2.53. That's why I was talking about Dead Man Mode. So I made 2.53 mil from yesterday, and then I made about 3.4 mil because the net worth is sitting at 48.856 mil for all of my accounts now. So that is a 3.483 mil profit from yesterday to today, and that is a total profit of 3.483 plus 2.573, 6 mil. Take that times a million, and then I'll divide that by 2. Wait, no. What am I dividing it by? 2. So it averages out to 3 mil a day, and I'm going to divide that by 40 to get our daily rate. So we were at 75.7K per day, which is lower than some of the days at the beginning. Some of the days have been 90K. Some of the days have been 101K. I had that one day at 131. I had another day at 133 in the past couple of weeks. So like, you know what I mean? You're seeing waves, and like this is still a good season, like I said, because our goal for a trader is 30K. Over the couple of years I've done this, it's averaged out to about 30K per account per day. But that is also there's a lot of fluctuations that happen in the high volume market. So sometimes we may get seasons where it's only like 18K a day. That's been really rare, but still, and like maybe even 30K. I just say 30K because it's so you set a low expectation so that when you beat it, you're like hell yeah, and then the it's a reasonable goal to have, and it kind of like having an objective to go off of gives you it starts your brain's solution solving process. So you'll go into like, okay, 30K, what's worth my time? Is this worth my time? Is this not worth my time? Is this, and it'll help you organize if you have like a goal for your account, like how many accounts is worth my time? If I'm getting 30K, it helps the math and like planning and organizing, like, okay, so 30K per account, 17 seconds per account per whatever, and it's only 10 seconds per, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff, like all happens because of having the objective, like having that little tidbit, 30K per account per day. And that's pretty good. Ultimate free to play daily moneymaker, ultimate AFK moneymaker. That's for the haters. But yeah, free to play players like, dude, this is perfect. And you can start with any amount of money. It just like the pros and cons to this is it requires a lot of upfront labor, but as you put the upfront labor in and your pile grows, the less labor over a long period of time. Because I'm checking every single day, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm almost not really needing to check every day. My sales sometimes aren't going through all the way. So like for instance, on a couple of these accounts, they didn't sell everything. They would sell like 150 out of the 200K. So once that's getting to the point where it's like half is selling and half is buying, then like, or per day, then I don't have to check it for 2 days. You know what I mean? And then if it's only a quarter is selling and a quarter is buying, I don't have to check it for 3 days. And you know what I mean? It goes up and up and up and up, and it's like it's good. So like we want to get our cash stacks to where it's about like 4 mil floating in and out. So then that'll like give us like a roughly 2 weeks or 2 weeks to 4 weeks without having to actually do a reset. So then at that point, then your labor becomes like cut down into quarters even more. So you're right. So okay, 75K. If we take that times 24, that means each account is making us about 3,000 an hour, which is really nice. I think that covers everything there. I think we'll head over to the rune forecast here real quick, and then I'll address my best friend here. Prices. Yeah, I should stop being sarcastic. Whatever. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So the fire rune, pretty normal volume. Nothing really happened. We had a big spike here, or a big dump here, 10 mil around 10:05 this morning, 10:10 this morning. Another big dump. You know, business as usual. A bunch of little dumps here. You know, there's a lot of money to be made here at this. Whatever. Air runes looks like it's going to be around the same thing. The volume is really good for air runes today. A little, about 50 mil higher than normal. The margins held really well. We had a lot of nice medium dumps here. 4 mil, 4 mil, another 4 mil, another 4 mil. So 20 mil in big dumps. So there was a lot of catches. So pure essence has been our I think the solid green line is indicating that more less pure essence are going to be available for us to get at 1, and that low volume is really going to indicate that might just start climbing back up to a 2-1 margin, and we might even go back to 2-3 eventually. That would really be unfortunate. Or a 2-2. 2-2 margin means that like all the bulkers are going to have a heyday, and they're going to have a lot of fun with all the pure essence that we've been getting for them, and they're gonna make a big bag off that. But yeah, pure essence, really low volume. It might be out of pure essence season. I know that's what you guys got really excited for me watching, but that's why I got out of them when I did, because I knew this was a season that it wasn't going to last forever, because this was an anomaly event. I didn't know how long it was going to happen, but I don't know. It's just I've never seen a dump down to 1-1. Like it's usually been 1-2 or 2-3. You know what I mean? But I've never seen 1-1 since I've been high volume flipping for a couple of years. So I did not do waters. Water runes are about 153 mil, and we are seeing a couple margin crashes here. So that's good for getting dumps, but that's hard for making sales. And as we can see here, it's not a lot of. It just doesn't seem to be a lot of demand for water runes to begin with, because I think if there's not a lot of demand, then the supply is high, then the price will crash. And as you can see here, because there's no supply shock, because the supply shock happened over here with that 8 mil dump. And then as you can see, it kind of created a solid green line on the bottom here. But I mean, like it wasn't enough to crash the margin here, so the demand actually picked back up later in the day today. And but yeah, not a lot of high demand for water runes today. That's probably why we're seeing the crash there. 76 million or 74 billion, we're seeing 5.4. If we look at the spread, Looks like we're getting back to a bottom bias or a an even bottom top spread. You know what I'm saying? Because we got you can see the green lines on the bottom. That's what that means. If it looks like it's mostly orange and you can't see the green, that means you have a high price bias. But if you can kind of see them happening on both sides, that means you're probably looking at an equal whatever. So this looks like it's, at least for today. Hopefully it stays that way, just stabilizes at 5.4, because honestly, it's been nice making money at 5.6, but I would rather go back to a 5.4 because that increases our ROI per account up by 5%. And that's really nice. What is that? That'd be an extra 15K a day, or no, I'm wrong. I'm way wrong there. My quick math is bad sometimes. 1,500 a day, which whatever. That's not nothing. Times, how many accounts, whatever. And that's the baseline. Okay. So there's all that. The only other thing, fresh start related, is I don't know what I'm going to do for content because I may have mentioned this before, and other people have talked to me, or I've talked to people about it, but I have to go do a big job for my grandma, help her tear down a barn with my uncle or whatever on the 20. I think I'm going Monday now, the 22nd. I'll be going up there to start that, and I'll be gone. I'll be coming back like 1 day a week or 2 days a week or something like that maybe. But I'll be gone most of that time all the way up to August 12th, so the daily content might slow down. I don't think I'll be able to maintain that. I don't know if I'll be able to crank out unless it's like unless somehow I get really fortunate tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and get a bunch of ideas, really hammer this down, getting ideas going for like guides and stuff like that, and just like have content booked out, which I plan on doing. I'd like to do that at least like one a week or something. I feel like I'd be able to manage that, like make 3 videos ahead of time or something like that, like a couple bad guides that get me yelled at by the OSRS community because they're not, like I said, Chambers of Zarek or the new Coliseum or something like that. Or like, yeah. So there's that. So now to the drama. Fresh start drama. Mr. Debate time. So, like, for instance, let's just look at my content real quick just to kind of, I didn't want to write a script for this because I didn't want to, like, prepare. I didn't want to prepare. I want it to be off the top because then I feel like I'd be able to, I don't like scripting. I just don't like scripting personally, but yeah. And I don't know. I just felt like it's something I should do. So, like, we're going to look at my, my content here. And as we look at my content, a lot of my fresh start, when it stays in the base, the base viewership I have, we get like pretty decent likes. We get some good comments on every video, and I try to comment people back. So a lot of this is me too. But whenever I release a piece of content that is not really fresh start related, this one's kind of an anomaly. But if I did, well, this one counted too. I mean, that's not even a lot of dislikes, so I don't really care about that. But let's say a guide. So I made. So this one actually was interesting. Actually, a little tidbit there. I made my combat multi-experiment. I tried killing cows on 9 accounts to see what would happen and if it was like manageable. And like I said to you guys, I don't like scripting content, so I didn't want to like try it and then like feel bad that it was bad and then not want to put it up. I still wanted to show it. I like showing it even if it's a failure so that everybody just gets that. So it's content. So it's like an experiment. You guys see it live, whatever. No, it's not good, but maybe, from my struggling and being frustrated like through stuff like this, there's little tidbits of knowledge everywhere. That's like why I like experimental, I like exploratory, I like trying new things out and stuff like that. The thing I don't like about trying new stuff out is telling people about it. Unless it's like perfectly polished and perfect and you have the perfect thumbnail and you paid an editor to jump cut everything and you have the perfect script and the perfect this and perfect that and you have a perfect team and you're spending $70K a month on a perfect like company who does all your your multimedia presence and they're clipping up and you're making everything into shorts and everything's perfect. Even if you do all that, you still get fucking haters who just like talk shit. And when I say hater, because the guy I'm talking about specifically, he even like put haters in quotes, saying it was like, so in the comment he said haters in quotes as if it was justified because the reason why I'm getting hated is like I'm asking for it. Essentially, is what he was saying. But we'll get into that. But when it comes down to like these experimental or for fun videos, and they sometimes catch buzz. I mean, for the age of my channel, I feel like this channel and the niche I'm in, I think I'm doing pretty good for like what I've done because I've only made 54 videos. I've been doing relatively daily content. This content's been only, I think I've only been on this for like, when was my first video? I did a test broadcast May 7th, but I didn't start doing the daily content until May 26th. And I almost gave up on this channel actually because when I did a couple streams, nobody came and nobody watched the streams. But then I started doing daily content. Nothing really happened here. I had a couple good ones. Like my first one that did really well that actually kept me from like completely abandoning the channel was that I did High Alchemy on 3 accounts, and then that was showing up a lot in the SEO, search engine optimization. It wasn't browse though. Like it wasn't browse feature. So YouTube's algorithm wasn't promoting this. This was just straight what's the word? Organic growth. It was not promoted. This was not promoted. It was promoted later, but the 24% was before the promotion. Anyway, it's so funny. This guy said he gave me a comment on one of my episodes. He said he's losing 10 IQ a minute. It's like, bro, that's your fault. Whose fault is that, bro? Fucking click off the video. You don't like it? Move on. Damn, brother. Anyway, it's just funny now. I'm glad actually because like the hater comments and stuff like that, I've already come like it's like the 7 stages of grief, and I feel like I'm close to acceptance. I hope I can get there. If I'm going to continue being a content creator, that would probably be good to whatever. But yeah, you know, I had like Rude Packs and unfinished Raynar potions. It was a multi because a guy asked me to do a members low requirement multi-scape moneymaker. And if you made unfinished Raynar potions on 3 accounts, it came out to be over 1 million hours. That was a pretty good one. Should you make a free-to-play or pay-to-play alt? That's what I break down, like the nuances between free-to-play alts and pay-to-play alts. And because like pay-to-play alts, if you're using bonds to make the alts, it takes away like 60K an hour or something like that. I don't remember. You can watch it if you want or whatever, but whatever. And then I talked about Deadman mode alts because I play World 45 and it's fun and it's a nice one, whatever. And then like I kind of like was going into the concepts like educational type. I was just doing paint, and I was drawing stuff and talking about idle time and stuff like that. And I think idle time did okay. Intro to idle time. I think I actually made like a little bit of buzz with that, and people gave me some good feedback there and whatever. But I kept that like whatever going, but that didn't really do anything. But nothing really happened until I gave away my bank, which was about 3.4 bill, a little bit more than 3.4 bill. And then after that, all of a sudden, I started the Fresh Start series, and then all of a sudden now, like I 10x'd all my viewerships here. And like I said, like pretty positive, decently positively, whatever. And I'm like, when I was focusing on, I did all the best, like I said before in my video, I did all of the best first. I did all the best money makers for free to play. I did High Alchemy. I didn't want to make an account to get 99 smithing or talk about it or whatever because I wanted to like keep it in the realm of like, yeah, if you're a free to play player and you're an active player, you should get High Alchemy. That should be one of your first goals. You should get that. But then also, while you're doing that, this is the whole point of the Fresh Start series. This is how I would grow my bank from scratch. So in episode 1, I got the accounts going, and I did like jugs of water. I remember doing flash trading, showing little concepts there, and I did pie shells because that is also like one of the top free-to-play money-making methods. And then all bulks, I introduced all bulks, and that's where I sell most of my pure essence and stuff like that. And then there's tanning cowhide, which I think is a high moneymaker, and et cetera. Where here's my how to build, here's how to do it. You know what I mean? It's a longer video, but if you like skip around, you can just skip to each step because one of my old viewers, he did. I don't even know if he's still around anymore. I haven't seen him. I'm pretty sure he probably isn't subscribed anymore or whatever. He got what he needed and moved on because I saw him in the all bulks trading and getting paid. But yeah, he timestamped it, and then so yeah, you could completely follow along and do exactly whatever. So then I did that Stronghold Security. I talked about my take on Stronghold as security, and a couple of people, or one person didn't like that, and it was like I made my own moneymaker method for like your first day, like right here. This is the first one I got buzz for, but this one got a little bit of blowback and caused a little bit of debate, which is good. I like that, and a couple of people told me some stuff about it and whatever. But I just created a brand newbie guide because like you got to understand, there's players out there that can't do certain things. Because that's just life. There's humans out there who can't do certain things. So I wanted to make it for as applicable as many people as possible. And then here I am covering whatever. Oh, my point is, rant aside, I know a lot of people in people in my Discord tell me they like when I rant, so I just kind of let myself go. But I know I did get feedback that a lot of my videos could be shorter, but the fresh start's already over, so you can leave now if you want to. But anyway, whatever. Well, we got to my first experiment here where I got 9/11. 9 and 11, and a lot of people said like this is the worst video ever made. Like I said, I don't want to like rehash this again. I don't care about any of this, and haters are going to say what they're going to say. This guy said this is the worst guide ever. Don't do this. This guy gave me some decent feedback by saying my shit sucked, but like it's not that bad. This guy said GP per hour would be whatever. You know what I mean? Like well, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like this type of stuff's fine. The things I didn't like is like whatever. It don't matter. It was not taken well, and that was like what I first noticed that like you can't make a guide unless it's about whatever or perceived. Old school RuneScape community has a perceived tasks of acceptable things you're allowed to do and what's allowed to be put on YouTube, or else they're going to come and like rake you through the coals. They can't just like not watch the video and move on or whatever. They have to come. They feel, I don't know, whatever. Like they need to jump in and say some stuff. And that's kind of how I feel about the last little stretch of comments here. I'm going to try to find the guy. I think it was here. I think I just go to comments in the beginning. I think it was that video actually. So the one I wanted to talk about after a million years of talking is a guy named this guy, Protect, whatever. So he says a lot of good things he said. And one of the first things I like he says to start is he front loads by saying, I've seen a few of your videos pop up now, man. I'm going to try and keep it as positive as possible for you. That means it seems like he's coming in good faith. This is a time waste. Yeah, you could apply the same method to a higher tier skill and earn more money from these accounts, but that isn't the issue. The issue is that this is purely a waste of time because even if you had 50 accounts doing this, you're still not going to be worth the time to effort to put in. You could simply tick, fly, fish, and focus on one account. And once you've done that for a while, earn more than 10. Oh, I guess I should show you the video I'm talking about. Whoopsies. That's kind of my bad. Just real quick, I'll just kind of... What is up? So this is because I had gotten a comment about this guy had a misconception. He was saying I didn't know what I was talking about, but I didn't really care about that. But what I was talking about is that he seemed to miss where the value was being derived here. So in this video, I'm just going to go over it again. I go over fishing. I talk about it. And I say the reason why I was using 4 accounts to do it and not just doing it on one. And that was essentially because it was to increase the GP per hour using 4 accounts. And I wanted to see if it was possible. And it was. So like when I did one account, it was like 60K an hour. And when I did it on 4 accounts, it went up to like 90 to 100K an hour. Which, in my eyes, made it good enough to show people, because in that context that I was trying to outline here is if you land off Tutorial Island, you have no skills, and you do this for an hour, sure, do it. Get your first starting cash stack. Have fun playing the game. That's another thing. If you want to just pick the fish up and whatever, and you think that's cool or whatever, try it out. You know, if you like it, you like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. But also the main core principle is what I was trying to show is that like this is like the bare bones multi-scape concept, like utilizing idle time, and it is in the simplest way possible, or one of the simplest ways possible, and even in a way that's like kind of unconventional thinking, just to get you an idea of like why multi-scaping works and how to apply it to methods that you're doing. Okay, so that's the context of the video, of this video, which is to further explain context of another video, and now I'm 3 videos fucking deep trying to explain this same thing again. But anyway, yeah, so we'll hop back to this guy's comment. Man, I'm all over the place. My comments went away. Oh, that's why I knew it was first. Okay. Sorry. But anyway, there's the context there. Now this comment should make sense. Okay. This is time waste. Okay. Sorry. I have to breathe again because I'm not going to try to get like, I'm not here to like take shots or whatever. First off, I'm going to say, bro, thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. I appreciate comments and people's opinions and whatever. I like open dialogue, but the reason why I want to talk about this is, one, you're wrong, and two, I want to explain why this is, you're so obsessed with efficiency and optimization with OSRS, but the comment section on a YouTube video, you are inefficient at trying to change people's minds, or inefficient at being productive. Like, we play a game that is all about being productive, and then this line of commentary, the first comment really good, but then you just way down. And if you're gonna harp on me for not making videos about being efficient, you should also live by how you preach and be as productive as you can in your real life too, and not just in a video game. Like you said, two-ticking, fly fishing, or doing like Chambers as Eric. Like I said, the top money makers on the wiki. Anyway, so I'll read your shit again. Sorry, not swearing, not trying to talk crap. I'm just saying, I'm gonna critique you. I've seen a few of your videos pop up now, man. I'm going to try and keep it as positive as possible for you. This is a time waste. This is subjective. This statement right here literally is subjective, okay? This was the first issue I had, but again, you were trying to be friendly, so I wasn't trying to pick you apart. This is a time waste based on an objective. What is your objective? If your objective, Protect 5955, is to make the most GP possible, yes, it is a time waste. But if your objective is to learn how to play the game, if your objective is to get a little bit of starting cash, if your objective is to mess around, if your objective is to do whatever the fuck you want or other players want to do whatever they want just because they want to, that's their prerogative, bro. And this is what I meant. We'll get to what I said, but this is going to tie into what I said later. Yeah, you can apply the same method to a higher tier skill and earn some money from these accounts. So you know what I mean? You're knowingly understanding the premise that I'm trying to say. But that isn't the issue. The issue that this is purely a waste of time, because even if you had 50 accounts doing this, it's still not going to be worth the time and effort to put in. You know what this is called, buddy? This is called and again, I don't want to be a debate me, bro, but this is a straw man, okay? Because I just preloaded the entire context of my entire channel, all the videos and stuff like that, and the context from my other video, and the context from the other video explaining my other video, and now this video explaining the other two videos, and that is not what I'm doing. I'm not telling people to make 50 accounts and go pick up fish. And if that was what I was saying, this would be a valid comment, but that's not how straw man works. People who make straw man, they build them up so that they can knock them down and then teabag their opponent. But that's not what it is. If you want to debate against somebody, you make the best argument possible. You don't make the weakest argument possible and then try to slam dunk that. That is what poor, pathetic losers do. And I'm not saying you're a poor, pathetic loser, and if that triggers you, that's fine. Or if that triggers anybody else who's watching this, I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm just saying, if you want to, you're going to sit there and, like, the people who talk crap on my videos, or the people who try to, like, be all high and mighty on me because I'm trying to create content for newer players or whatever I want. Honestly, it has nothing to do for anybody making content anywhere, and you want to sit here and just be high and mighty on the internet, and the tough guy comments here, at least do it right. Make Steelman. You know what a Steelman is? It's where you take somebody's best argument. There's a lot of commentators out there, a lot of debaters that do that. Go watch them, learn how they do it, and then do that. And then when you're going to criticize somebody, at least make it about something that's true. Okay, so let's move on. You could simply tick fly. Okay, so he builds upon the straw man that he's built for me. You could simply tick fly fish and focus on one account, and you've done that. And once you've done that for a while, earn more than your 10 alt accounts while waiting for your 10 alt accounts waiting to bank something. Yeah, buddy, in this particular situation. But is that true in all situations? No. Again, attacking a straw man, super. Like, again, I'm super emotional. I'm like getting kind of unhinged here a little bit. But like, this is what I mean by, like, your comments are getting annoying. Like, let me just move on. I think that was enough said about that. This applies to nearly everything. Unless you're no monkey doling raids and stuff, this is really a waste of time. Again, see? He is basing it based on the highest level activity in the game. But do you want me to? Okay. So here's what you want me to do. You want me to go, hey, free-to-play player, go fucking get a job, buy membership, immediately, like, learn the hardest things in the game, immediately, or else don't do anything else in the game. That is what you're insinuating here. Unless you're no monkey doling raids and stuff, this is really a waste of time. Again, based on what? Your opinion? Who are you speaking for? And we'll get to that because this person decides to speak for the entire OSRS community. So, yeah, you could have 15 accounts mining Runite or realize you could be earning more money, being social and having fun, playing the one account, doing things like raids. Okay. This makes a lot of assumptions. And again, I'm just going to pick it all apart. Okay? Sorry. I'm going to try my best to try to be respectful and try to like not disparage you as like a human because I think you have value and I think you know what I mean? This is nothing but love. It's not you I'm trying to attack. It is your argumentation and like in general, I feel like I'm speaking for a lot more than just an old school RuneScape video. I feel like I'm speaking to a greater problem with our culture in the first place. And now I'm a whatever. Anyway, I'll just talk and explain myself. Yeah, you could have 15 accounts mining. Yeah, you could have 15 accounts mining Runite and realize you could be earning more money. True. We could be earning more money. How about you watch more than just this episode before you make an entire blanket generalization about the entire content I'm making? You ever tried that? Because with 2 free-to-play traders, we could make more than this method with 34 seconds a day. Not even 34 seconds a week. Is that now worth our time? What is the threshold? What is the threshold? What would be okay for you before you wouldn't go on somebody's account trying to make content to just like drag them? Okay. Being social and having fun playing the one account. Okay. So you're assuming I'm not social. Okay. So I'm not social. Everybody who does this is not social. Another broad generalization. You don't like, okay. So like you watch my content. You see me sit here yap to pretend people on the internet for 36 minutes and 35 seconds now. And I speak a lot. I say a lot of words and stuff like that. You just assume I'm not social? You know nothing about me except for this like one video I've seen a few of your videos pop up now. I've seen them pop up. It's not like, do I come across as somebody who's not social? Okay, not want to harping there. Too bad. I should keep the pace moving and having fun. So now I am not having fun either. This sounds like you're projecting because it doesn't look like it would be fun to you. And again, you probably haven't done anything like this, but you're just saying no one has fun doing this, bro. No one can have fun picking up fish. Nobody can have fun. 99% of the world that watches us play fucking RuneScape do not understand why we play the fucking game. Because it is a shitty graphics game, shitty pixelated game with like very basic mechanics. And we're like clicking. It's like a bad games of The Sims. Like The Sims, but bad. Okay? There's like, what do you mean? Have fun playing. Like, and that's an assumption if you think that that's what you're saying. That's how this comes off, okay? The one account doing things like raids. Okay. So essentially, everybody watching my content up to this point, stop everything you're doing and only do raids because that's the only thing that's fun. And it's the only thing in this game that proves that you have a social life or will be social is doing raids, okay? Up to you how you want to play the game, bro, but I don't know one person in 2024. You know what this is? A social ostracization. This is what you do to like put people on the outs so that you can like shame them / bully them into trying to change their behavior. This is really dumb. Don't say stuff like this. In my opinion, don't say stuff like this. It does not add any value to the argument. It does not add any value to the comment. All it does is you're trying to make me feel bad. That's what this is. Play how you want to play, bro. But I don't know anybody else who does this, dude. You're weird, dude. You're a weirdo, bro. But yeah, that picks flax and banks iron ores. Like, bruh. What does this mean? What do you mean? There's people that pick flax, and there's people that bank iron ore. And there's people that do stupid game modes on this. Not stupid, like Swampletics. Oh, Mortania Ultimate Iron Man locked account. Who, that was completely inefficient by your standards, bro. And like, it's whatever. I don't want to go there because I don't want to open the doors. Like, well, yeah, but that was for a YouTube video and he got millions of views, bro. But he didn't until he did. Like, you can't know that until you put the video out and find out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not whatever. I don't want to like really go that way. So we're just gonna keep going. We have all come to a higher understanding. That's also the last part. Like this like the 2-pronged attack. It's like front load by being nice. Stab you in the side, stab you in the back. Play up to you how you want to play. But if you do, you're weird, and we are all higher than you. Higher understanding. Literally says it right in the comment. Maybe stick to the GE related videos because although you were being silly and slow trading volume items for 1 GP profit, it at least had potential because over time you could turn that into higher items. Okay. Okay. This is in another episode I was talking about efficiency and how people don't seem to care about 3% efficiency because at 100 gold it's only 3 GP, okay? But again, I'll just reiterate this. If you have 1 billion gold at 0.3, it is 30 million gold, okay? And all you had to do was have 1 billion gold to get that. If it's the same for 1 GP and it scales up because we have a high volume, I don't need to convince you guys, but I'm just saying. This is probably one of the dumbest things he said on this comment here, okay? This is what I knew he didn't watch. He hasn't consumed any of my content except for whatever little bit of this content he decided to watch. And then he kind of maybe scrolled through my channel, hit some thumbs down, and then looked at my thumbnails and shit. To like look at my titles and stuff like that to kind of get a ballpark to how to talk shit to me. And I say talk shit because I don't mean critiquing, because this is talking shit, hiding behind critiques, trying to help. You know what I mean? Like there's now. What do you mean? Isn't there a counter example? Yeah, I've seen a few videos. This is how I did this. I've seen a few of your videos pop up. I'm gonna try to keep it positive as possible. This could be looked at as a time waste. Yeah, you could apply the same method to a higher tiered skill and earn more money from those accounts. Maybe that's something you should teach. But that's not the issue, maybe. The issue is that this is, this may be misconstrued to newer players that they think this is a good moneymaker. But even if you had 50 accounts doing this, it's not really going to be worth their time to do it. So, like, maybe this isn't the best method to teach newer players. Okay? You could simply tick fly fish and focus on one account and then get a lot of experience. And once you've done for that while, you'd earn more as well. You'd still be earning relatively the same amount of money than if you had made 10 accounts and gone through all of that to have all those 10 accounts, when you could get relatively the same amount of effort done with one account because it doesn't scale up as well. Okay? You could have 15 accounts mining Rudite. And if that, you could try that out for a little bit and then, see if that works for you. And if it doesn't really work out for you, there's a lot more better activities that you can like segue into, like doing raids that are really fun to play with other people. But you know what I mean? It's up to you. Play the game how you want to play. But in 2024, there's a lot more activities that are a lot better than when we used to pick flax and bank iron ores when we were little kids. The game has really progressed a lot. I like your GE videos. They seem like they had a lot more potential than like stuff like this. And maybe you should just stick with your GE content. And that would be a way to actually give this feedback without being like so bitter. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to respond. And this is going to be a long one. I don't give a fuck anymore. Anyway, I'm just going to do what I do. I said, thanks you for trying to be respectful. I really appreciate that. And I will do the same. I believe that this method is not a waste of time if you enjoy it. So I immediately shut him down. Your comment is valid and classy, which I was trying to just, acknowledge that he did try, and I was giving him, the best good faith I could for him. And I appreciate the effort to remain constructive. However, it misses the point of the scope of what I'm describing in the video, the core value of playing on multiple accounts. So this was the concept video. It's not a guide, okay? The method doesn't matter. I was responding to a guy in a way to teach a concept, not defend my moneymaker. I even mentioned in the video that it was a goofy and for fun moneymaker I could have said in the original video, so that's my bad. I feel you and many other OSRS players are asserting an opinion of player value based on GP per hour. Facts. I think that's facts. 100% facts. There's until I hear counter arguments saying that, or disproving my logic here, it is facts. A lot of players do this. This is a major problem in the old school RuneScape community. It's a major problem in a lot of different communities. That's why I kind of stopped playing competitive games like MOBAs. I stopped playing MOBAs like Smite, and I did a little bit of Dota. I stopped playing I love StarCraft Brood War, but I mean that's like whatever. It's not that toxic. I like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Everybody's played in an Xbox lobby before. We've all been in an Xbox lobby before. Not super toxic, bro. Whatever. This view overlooks the value of players enjoying the game in their own way. In a game where it's up to the player to decide how to play, it's important to respect different play styles. Facts. Respect people. Let them do whatever they want. It's their life, not yours. You don't need to try to talk shit. Your comment, I don't know one person in 2024 that picks flax and banks iron ores, implies that this play style is somehow inferior, which leads to gatekeeping and toxicity in the community. Facts. You mentioned it's up to me how I want to play the game, but then moved into a passive social ostracization of my playstyle by stating we have come to a higher understanding. This attitude can be harmful to the community. See above, like toxicity and gatekeeping. At the end of the day, this is a game. The reason my content exists and people are interested in it is because it explores an unexplored niche compared to the meta. Okay? An unexplored niche compared to the meta. The main argument against your post is that there is no better or worse way to play OSRS except when breaking the rules. The main argument against your post is that there's no better or worse way to play OSRS except when breaking the rules. So botting, cheating, etc. But other than that, we're all just playing the game, and it's our world. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason anybody should be talking crap to anybody else for playing the game the way they want to play the game. Ergo, and people who want to make content, and I know that's me, but I'm saying like I've seen a lot of other free to play content creators that are kind of small and they're a little bit like different. They're not optimal guides or stuff like that, and people like this guy are going to go on there and just keep talking smack, and that is wrong. Facts. Okay, making people feel bad for making content that doesn't hurt anybody is wrong. Facts. Anyway, Thomas Sowell, my favorite economist, once said, there are no solutions, there are only trade-offs. Your opinion, while valid, doesn't account for the fact that different players have different goals and enjoyments in the game. Facts. Lastly, my GE method is very untapped. If you knew how much potential there is in this strategy, you wouldn't critique it. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate the dialogue. So again, I tried my best. Anyway. So he just like mask off. This is why you know what I'm saying here. He just went full mask off. Dude, you're unexplored. Like are most definitely explored. They've been explored. They've been all figured out, bro. That's why everybody, yep, it's totally explored. Everything's been explored. It's settled. It's settled. How old is this game and how many accounts created? You're not even doing something new to old school. Your methods are inferior and have been disregarded by the community. Okay. And I don't care. If that's true, whoop-de-fucking-do, bro. I don't care. If you guys want to believe what you believe and play the game your way, me and my base over here, we'll trade and we'll just keep making money. If you want to stay poor, you want to stay broke, that's up to you. Have at it. This type of comment does not bother me. But this is, again, back to what I was saying, literally gatekeeping. Okay? Gatekeeping and toxic. Why? You can't just make your argument like I did. Like, okay. I'm not gonna. Okay, I could have done my argument better. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend I'm better. But I'm just saying. What happened to try to be positive, bro? Like you just like this is tilt behavior. You know what I mean? Whatever. If you enjoy clicking oak trees, like genuinely enjoy watching your character click the tree and get chopped down, and that holds your entertainment for years to come, go right ahead. But if you're like the majority, again, social ostracization, you're weird, you're different. It does it and it won't. So he's trying to say you're weird and different. You shouldn't be talking about what you're talking about. And again, if you go to my oak tree video, it's a part of the first part. Okay. Anybody watching this knows my entire series, but I'll just explain it again real quick. You go to the oak tree video. It is a quick alt for you to get started cash. All the methods on my channel are for low barriers of entry methods for newer players to try stuff out and experiments to show if activities scale good or not. And if it's worth your time or not. And I like to do it live without pre-testing. I like to show you the results and the live action so that you can make the decision yourself. I am not perpetuating that any free-to-play method is even good, except for trading on GE with a free-to-play trader. Again. But there's nuance. There's a lot of nuance. But no. Nope. This guy's saying, you're weird, bro. Stop making content. You're not a part of the group. You're different. You are inferior. You're different. Anyway, when your money making is 100, when you are money making, I don't know why that's in quotes, is 100% is about how much money you can make per hour. Don't ever forget that, all right? Or have a soak and try to imply it's not. Okay? True. It is. If you've in multiple other videos, I've had many talks about how you shouldn't try to combine combat. I think it was in the calculating. You shouldn't try to combine combat and money making at the same time because you take away from combat experience and you take away from making money. You should try to focus on combat experience. If you want, if your objective is combat experience, focus on getting combat experience. Don't try to make money while you're doing it, especially when you're free to play, because the money ain't worth it. Spend time making money. Spend time doing combat. But whatever. He doesn't look at my content. He's just making a bunch of assumptions about the stuff I make. Okay? I could log into 30 accounts right now and not rival the money people are doing on one account while they are having fun and being social. So again, it's a social proof thing that he's really trying to harp on. He's like trying to say that like nobody else will do it and nobody else will do it. It's not fun and you'll never make any money as close to what anybody else is doing. Which again, why I ended. Lastly, my GE method is very untapped. If you knew how much potential there is in that strategy, you would not have critiqued it. Again, so me ending there and then him not even acknowledging like that at all goes to show that he has no idea what he's talking about here. I could log into 30 accounts right now and I could rival making money that people are doing on one account. So I could show you that. 30 accounts. Okay. 30 accounts times 30K. 900,000. Okay. 30 accounts times 17 seconds. Oh, that's 170. Sorry. 30 accounts times 17 seconds. Okay, 510 seconds. 300, this many seconds in an hour. I forgot how many seconds. 510. Take that, times. I think it's 30K, I believe. I did my math wrong here. Oh, I see where I fucked up. Right. So, okay. So I was taking it times 30,000, thinking that's how much we make with 30 accounts. Okay, yeah, because my brain's farting and I've been ranting for 52 minutes. So yeah, whatever. I'll keep this up because this will give somebody to talk shit about. But anyway, yeah. So the reason what I did wrong there with my math, oops, fuck, I got to do it again. So it's 900,000 a day, and then 900,000 took me 510 seconds. So 3,600 times 510 times 900,000 is how much GP per hour that makes me. Okay, that's what. Okay, so it is 6.3 mil per hour in effective profit, but it really is nothing, and that is if I got on every single day. Okay, so if I was doing this 900K a day, oh, this feels good. Okay, yeah, I humbled myself. Okay. So times 7. Did I do that correctly? 6.3 mil a week, and if I had the right amount of money put on these accounts, I would only need to check them once a week, which would take me 17 seconds. Okay. So in 17 seconds for 1 week, it is 6.3 mil. Okay. So what is that? Let's take 17 seconds. That's 510 seconds for the 30 accounts for 1 week. Okay. And if I forgot the big long number, but if we take that times 6.3 million, whatever, I'll just make it 6.3. I don't remember what it was actually. That looks like an effective profit of 44 fucking mil per hour, doesn't it? I wonder if that works in scale. Oh, that's only if it's per hour, bro. It's like, well, I mean, for 17 seconds of labor per week, and then whatever, a little bit longer to do a reset. I think that's pretty fucking good money. Anyway, yeah, back to the video. I need to speed this up. It's almost an hour. Right. And having fun and being social. So yeah, okay. having fun and being social. That's the last part of this. So the best part of making money doing this method is that I can do literally whatever the fuck I want after. I can make stupid ass videos on YouTube. I can make stupid ass videos on YouTube with 5 different channels. Okay? So that's pretty cool. I could go, eat 4 brats. I've said this in another one, Ultimate AFK Moneymaker. I could go eat 4 brats and go to a food coma, and I'm still making money, bro. I'm making money right now as we speak. And I'm only tapped into 40 of my accounts out of whatever. I have a lot of accounts, and I'm showing other people how to do the same thing as me. And this is, it's annoying to do this type of money making method, but it's very low effort. And until more people catch up to this moneymaker, everybody who is here at the party right now with me is going to make a fuck ton of money. And we don't know where the limit is because I couldn't hit it by myself. But we're going to find out where the limit is. But yeah. Moving on. So based on, again, in my opinion, another straw man, that makes your method simply inferior. Based logic and facts. Sorry, I'm being sarcastic. Simply inferior for the purpose you're trying to achieve. There's no two ways about it. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad to this point. This is what I mean by, like, it's just getting annoying. Nothing wrong with you clicking oak trees and doing emotes of the GE being social achieving. Nothing. Okay, again, see? Taking my accomplishments, taking something I've worked hard on, and trying to subject it down to 0. Trying to shame me, guilt me into changing my behavior, and, like, whatever, posturing himself for the YouTube. Posturing, you know what I mean? For his own, there's this thing called, like, the pride of intellect, and it's, like, one of the biggest traps ever, and I don't espouse myself to be some sort of genius and stuff like that, but I do know that, like, I'm smart enough, okay? And I fall into this trap often still, but I try my hardest not to fall into this trap, because when you fall into the pride of air, like the pride of intelligence, you say shit and you think you know what you're talking about. And maybe I've even done it this video, but I'm trying my best to be as, like, fair as possible, at least, okay? Really, really break down why I think he's saying what he's saying based on what he's doing. I'm not trying to base things on what he's doing. I'm not trying to base things on what on generalizations. I'm basing it on a greater, like, I'm trying to keep it real, okay? And if you know what I mean? No one's immune to critique. And if I'm wrong, and, we want anybody this far, which I doubt 0 people will make this far. But if you are, you should be subscribed. Nobody's listening to me this long and not subscribing to my channel. No. You need to subscribe. If you listen to me rant about the dumbest shit possible, you should be subscribed to this channel. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Whatever. Let's just move on. This is a greater issue I see with, like, the gaming community as a whole, and I'm using him not, like, protect 5955. No hard feelings. I don't care. If you say anything else to me, I won't care. But, like, and all love to you, and peace and blessings to you and your family, and I hope you make a lot of money, and I hope you're happy, and I hope everything goes well for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like I said, these arguments are bad, and I'm speaking more so culturally and, like, why these comments make me upset. Plus, I just want to do this. Anyway, but you're wrong, and I like things being right, because if I was wrong and you put it down in the comments, at least make it about something that's true. You know what I'm saying? Not just whatever your opinions are or stuff, like shit that's true and shit that matters. You know what I'm saying? Not just subjective whatever. You know what I mean? Just realize it's a glorified chat site if you don't actually achieve anything. Okay, that's what I'm saying here, bro. Like, actually achieve anything. He's just peppering little social proofs that I am not allowed in the group. And again, the reason why I like speak about this and why this stuff irritates me so much is because I have been bullied by so many fucking groups of people my entire life, from when I was a elementary school student all the way through freaking elementary school, middle school, high school, graduating high school, every job I've ever had. My family were assholes to me. Everybody in some way, and it's not like, oh, Ethan, you're the common denominator in all your problems, so you're the issue. It's not like that. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's bullied me, but there's been so many different groups of people that have bullied me. So this is something that is, like, I'm super aware of. And, like, it's not even the reason, like, if it was just me, I would just go lock myself in my own little world, and I've never talked about it, but the reason why this gets me so upset and so passionate about this is because this is happening to people every fucking day, and those people don't know how to defend themselves. So that's kind of like my draw. I want to help the, this is why this shit really irritates the shit out of me, because it's like, yeah, me is enough, but I can sit here and I can conceptualize, like, what if this was somebody else? Okay, so this is an entire community of about 38 million players, okay? And a large majority of them, what's a large majority? At least 10% is bullying the fuck out of everybody. Sit rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an extremely toxic community. And I'm not saying to be PC or cancel culture or anything like that. But, like, why isn't winning just enough? Why can't you just win? Why can't you just make a criticism? Why can't you just do this? But there's so many people out there who are just getting shut down and pushed out for no good reason. And that's why this shit pisses me off. Yeah, the people watching my video want to achieve stuff. That's why I'm here, bro. Anyway, this game has turned overtime into how much money you can make while doing a moneymaker. Same as, like, okay, so this entire paragraph here as he's like, he thinks I'm so dumb that I don't know what the game is, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I know everybody knows what the game is. And okay, I know I just said don't make generalizations based on everybody, but bro, like, if you watch any of my content and watched it with, like, a fair representation of me, or at least tried to, like, give me the benefit of as many doubts as you could understand that I knew what the fucking point of the game is, okay? The fact that I know what GP per hour is and know how to break the math down, I would hope you could understand, or at least make the assumption that I know what the fuck the game is. Okay. Let's just read it, whatever. This game is over time turned into how much money you can make while doing a moneymaker, same as how much XP you can get while training a skill. Do you know why this mentality is coming into play? Because you're wasting your time if you're not achieving a decent rate. Wasting your time. Again, depending on your perspective, okay? Do you have time to waste on your life on top of sinking all these hours into a video game? Well, the majority of us don't these days. So this is a good thing to bring up too, is he's acknowledging that this game is inherently a waste of time. And, like, by his logic, if we were to take it more to a logical conclusion, that we should all not be playing RuneScape. None of us should be doing any activity in our life unless it is the highest possible productive thing to do. Not what you can do, also what is possible. So that means we need to be performing in the top 1% of 1% of jobs, the highest paid job ever. Well, then also simultaneously, like, so essentially he's saying, like, if we're not Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, etc., owning companies, producing more wealth in the world than all other people, then it's not worth our time, because, we need to be, it's inefficient, and we need to have a social life. So we need to be doing these things so that we can continue to have a social life and have fun. And if we're not making the most money, making the most value of our time, doing the most productive things possible, it's not worth your time. You're just inferior, and we're better than you because we're doing that. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, have you ever maxed an account? This is where he's calling in my authority here. Have you ever maxed an account? Have you ever green logged something? Have you ever learned PvP? Have you ever learned raids? Are you a giant mole killer? Does your Kraken KC read over 9,000? Come on, bro. What the fuck are you doing right now if you have? If you really achieve these things, the content you're putting out right now is nothing short of a troll. That's why you have all these haters, and this is what I'm saying before. He's putting it in quotations to insinuate that I deserve it. You know what I mean? This is like a little bit of a victim blaming thing. So if somebody comes onto your comment and, like, calls you a meth head, which has happened on this channel, I had to delete his shit, but, like, they just come on here and just, like, straight up troll your ass. Just say some dumb shit like, this is the worst video ever, please delete. No constructive criticism, no feedback, nothing like that. If you don't, you know what I mean? Not even just a thumbs down to let me know that you just didn't like the video or something like that. If I call people who are haters, no, bro. You're dumb. I completely understand where they're coming from. Everything you've been doing is shitty. You're a piece of shit. You deserve it. That's what this is. That's what I mean by gatekeeping and toxicity. You do you, but your method of picking up fly fish and things similar are nothing short waste of a time. If it wasn't, it would be a botted activity regularly seen in free to play. And funny fact here, hilarious fact. I'm glad I read this and I didn't, like, write a script or whatever. The reason why I saw this is because it was a botted activity. I saw a bunch of bots doing it, and that's when I got the idea of maybe we can do it too. But that's just really funny. So I'm not saying, he goes on, I didn't reply. I'm not, until down here. I'm not saying multi-logging is a waste of time either. Plenty of people have an alt on the side, or to maintain a bond, or have an Iron Man that gets 8 clicks per hour focused on it. But unless you're doing an AFK skill on all your alts, you're just wasting further time because they aren't efficient. And some aren't efficient. What is efficient? This is the problem here. 10% efficiency is still technically efficient. Okay? It all matters. Like, there's a lot more to this than if it's efficient or not efficient. It's not black or white. There's layers to this shit. Anyway, at some points, less alts with more efficiency is going to yield a better result. No shit. Have you looked at any of my content? I go over that in my content. That's a different channel. Whatever. I'm not going to look for it. It's about diminishing returns. Okay? I have 4 videos on there that go over economic principles which drive the main reason why the stuff that I teach works. They don't have any views, but they're there. I break it all down in the paint document and describe what they are, the economic forces at play, and I do my best to try to explain how it applies to the RuneScape. But again, he doesn't know that because he is just a hater talking shit because he didn't feel good about a video I watched. Anyway, and he jumped to conclusions, built a bunch of strawmans, and I don't know. So you really have to understand the goal you're trying to work towards. Are you trying to make money, or are you trying to have 15 handfuls of usable accounts? Because if it's money making, there's a nice little site called the Wiki. Wow, crazy, bro. Like, in this video, I go to the Wiki. This is so stupid. They're like, this is what I mean by like petty, sarcastic, dumb, unproductive, stupid shit. Like, it's not cute. Just get to your point. Like this last one, this entire post could have been summarized in this last sentence. You do you, but your method of picking up fly fish and things is similar or nothing short of waste of time. If it wasn't, it would be a botted activity regularly seen in free to play. This is a criticism with evidence to back it up. Whether it's wrong or not, it says all of this shit without wasting anybody's time. One liner. It states some pretty solid GP per hour moneymakers, of all of which are better money per hour than these methods. That wasn't trolling. I thought that was a word. Methods that only require one account and a whole lot less time, giving you time to be AFK or being social and not paying attention. Okay, whatever. There's so many things here that he just like contradicts himself. But anyway, also people like watching videos and stuff while watching RuneScape, but hard when you got 15 plus accounts going on the go, earning less than you could on one, taking even more time. Doesn't make sense why you would do that. True. Again, if this comment was just people like watching videos and stuff while watching RuneScape, but hard when you got 15 plus accounts on the go, earning less than you could potentially on one account, taking even more time, doesn't make sense why you do that. Is saying everything here, but without being pedantic, without being semantic, without wasting a bunch of time, which his big problem is wasting a bunch of time. But he's wasting a bunch of time. Okay. So I just said, hey, I mean this as much love as I can, but if you actually think about this, about the content I make, then I'm wasting time here because you do not understand the point of my channel. I'm sorry, bro. There's no point to this conversation. Have a great rest of your night, week. Why don't you make the point clear so we can all understand then? My intentions aren't to write you off. At the same time, you say your methods are niche. What makes them niche? I don't need to define what makes them niche. The fact that something exists makes it niche. It's just niche. All niche means is it is a thing. And if they were on point, wouldn't it be meta? Okay. Yes. I think that as more people see the free-to-play, I predict in the future, if this community grows big enough and we get enough free-to-play traders going in, Jagex will implement a rule change to make it so it's harder for us to do this. This is an overlooked method. It happens. 99 times out of 100 isn't 100. The free-to-play flip method is a super untapped market moneymaker for free-to-play, and it was overlooked. You know why? Because it's free-to-play. Because you weren't messing around. I was messing around, and when I stumbled upon it, and I tested 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 it from 200 mil up to 3.4 bill plus, I found other money in my accounts. I feel shameful not giving it away. It's about an extra 450 mil, so it should have been 4.05 bill in less than a year. And I was only playing 1 day a week on Saturday. Yes, So that's it. That's it. This is the guy I wanted to put on blast a little bit. Not put on blast. His arguments, whatever. And again, like, just my nature as a person, that's kind of like what I'm going at here. This might be like a get me in a trouble type video because this is super dramatic. But I mean, like, this is like, I just want you guys to see like what goes on behind the screens, like when it comes to me and like how I handle these types of comments and stuff like that. Like, if you post like super dumb toxic shit, I'm just gonna delete your shit. I'm gonna ban the words that you're using to talk shit, and I don't care because it's my channel or whatever. It's not debating and it's not productive for me to respond to people who are just gonna talk shit. But if you like these types of comments, whatever, maybe I'll do like a fan mail section or something like that. Like, oh my god, it's an hour 10 minutes. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But anyway, like, I have no problem debating people. This is like, because I can use you as an example. Because the main, okay, so again, to reiterate, the main example of why this is wrong is because it's disrespectful. And I have nothing like critique me, say I'm wrong about stuff, point stuff out that are wrong. Whatever, things you think could be better. Like my audio sucks, my video sucks, my methods suck, this and that, this and that, and this and that. Critique me. But don't sit there and gatekeep and talk shit because that type of behavior tells me that you're doing that to other people, and then I'm just gonna get pissed off about it. And then when you try to say like that gaslighty shit, like you're haters, bro, like it's like they're not being a hater. Like we all know colloquially what being a hater is, and there's people that bully and there's people that get bullied, and I'm usually on the bully end, and I don't care. Like whatever, I'm more thick-skinned than most people, but like this is a huge problem with the old school RuneScape community. I love the old school RuneScape community, but there's a huge problem in the old school RuneScape community, and it is a indicative that there is a major problem in the, like, I don't want to make this political, but like the English speaking world of like a culture of toxicity that it'd be like, oh, we're allowed to, like, we're supposed to respect each other in the workplace, we're supposed to respect our family and our friends, and in public we're not allowed to harass each other and demean each other and do all these things. But we're, as soon as we get on the internet, all of a sudden it's okay because that's the internet, bro. You know what I mean? Like if because that's the internet, so it makes it okay just to talk shit and just to harass people and like be assholes and stuff like that. All of the golden rule flies out the window because it's the internet, or if you know what I mean, like justifying shitty behavior because of a different opinion than yours or a different play style and stuff like that. Like all of that becomes okay. Okay, so that's like my big rant about why I hate the commenters. I guess I don't know, and I don't know. Like this one was kind of a little overboard, a little dramatic, but I'm a dramatic guy. That's what I do. So like I'm not afraid. I would actually, the more people that get on my videos and talk shit, the better. The more thumbs down I get, the better. The more haters I get, whatever, the better. Like, bring them on, bro. Like, yeah, you can make me feel bad, and I can feel bad, and you can achieve that. Sometimes I feel bad from the mean things people say to me, but I'll get over it. And if I don't, and I die, who cares? Then I won't care even more because I won't be here. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Again, at the end of the day, it's all freaking nonsense bullshit that doesn't get anything done, and all it does is, like, this type of attitude again. And again, I'm not trying to be holier than thou. Again, how I got to think about some bases I got to cover here. I'm not trying to be holier than thou. I'm not saying I'm better than this guy. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm just pointing out a very real problem, in my opinion, in society, and it is shown that the culture is trash, and a perfect representation, a perfect piece of evidence to show that our culture is trash, English speaking world, etc., is RuneScape. The way people treat each other on RuneScape. On one hand, it's the best community in the world. It's done a lot for me, but then also on the other hand, it's not clean either. Anyway, that's my big rant. I wasted a lot of time. I'm probably in big trouble. I gotta go. See you later. Fresh start. Peace.